Mike's Daily Podcast.
Episode 502. It's Thursday, April 25th, 2013, 5 p.m. Pacific Time. Internet talk radio for your imagination. Mike Matthews broadcasting from the last place on earth, located somewhere in Podcastro Valley, California. Today we hear from Madame Rootabega, Valentino, Bison Bentley. Plus, we hear Into an Interview Part 2 with Sallie Ford of the great Portland, Oregon band Sallie Ford and the Sound Outside.
Mike's Daily Podcast.
And George Soros is trying to give JCPenney something that will help it survive.
Mike's Daily Podcast.
He's taking a 7.9% stake in the troubled department store, joining hedge fund manager Bill Ackman, who's already its largest shareholder. JCPenney was in trouble, then got into even more trouble when a guy from Apple took it over and made it into a huge collapsing bubble. And that was Apple veteran Ron Johnson, who tried to turn things around.
Mike's Daily Podcast.
He got kicked out after a disastrous fall in sales. His Apple Store magic could not be found.
Mike's
George Soros
Daily
also has stakes in
Podcast.
Walmart, Home Depot, Walgreens,
Yeah!
and Macy's. Once in a while, I can find something good in JCPenney's, like my Doctor Who t-shirt. And I've talked about how I'm a Doctor Who fan, and it turns out I'm not, because I was listening to a Doctor Who podcast hosted by some Doctor Who Vians, some big Who nerds, and I really don't know anything about that show. It scares me. Oh, look, I just walked in.
Hello, Michael Matthews. This is Madame Rootabega.
Madam, do you ever shop at JCPenney's?
No, Michael Matthews. I find their clothes cheaply made.
Oh, well, where do you shop?
Walmart.
There's no way that their clothes are any more cheaply made than JCPenney.
I find a vast difference.
Okay. Look who else just walked in.
Hello there, Mike. This is Valentino, the parking attendant.
And this is Bison Bentley. Do you know that?
Hey, guys, did you hear that once again Einstein's theory of gravity, it has passed another test?
Mike, the theory, which was published nearly a century ago, had already passed every test it was subjected to. His framework for this theory of gravity is incompatible with quantum theory.
But, Valentino, if I may pick up at this point.
Sure, go ahead, Dave.
Einstein's theory of relativity states that objects with mass cause a curvature in space-time which we perceive as gravity. Imagine a bowling ball sitting on a mattress.
Why would I do that?
Just imagine it.
Okay, I'm imagining it now, Dave. And I can't stop thinking about how if a marble was sitting really close to it, how it would fall into the bowling ball part of the mattress, Dave.
Similar to large planets and asteroids that go and smash into them.
You mean meteors?
Whatever.
Wow, guys, that was an excellent explanation of Einstein's very complex, brilliant theory.
Thanks. We're smart like that.
Yeah, a little bit intelligent. Do you know that?
Dr. Paulo Freire, he's an astrophysicist at the Max Planck Institute for Radioastronomy in Germany. He conducted the test using a couple of stars that are circling each other 7,000 light years away from us. One known as a white dwarf is the cooling remnant of a much lighter star. Its companion is a pulsar, which spins 25 times every second. And using Einstein's theory of gravity, he was able to predict what the stars were going to do. And it worked.
Michael Matthew, Einstein was a brilliant man, and he was an excellent kisser. Oh!
If I had $1 for every time you said that.
But it's true!
Yeah, whatever. So if you think that that's fascinating, or just boring astronomical gobbledygook, or if you think that George Soros will in fact save JCPenney by taking 7.9% of the company, email me, mikesdailypodcast@gmail.com. Email me there. We will read your comments on the section emails from email. Also, email me there if you'd like to be a guest on the show or if you'd like to sponsor the show, mikesdailypodcast@gmail.com. And check out the website, mikesdailypodcast.com. That is where you can find all of the past interviews that I have done. You can hear also some songs that I've done. We've got the cassette cubbyhole, where interesting things that I've saved on cassette I have put on the website. And, of course, there are links to where to listen to the show in iTunes. You can subscribe to the show in iTunes. And if you do that, please rate the show and comment on the show so that more people will find out about us. We also have links to where to find us on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, and Yelp. We also have the blog and the podcast picture, all at mikesdailypodcast.com.
Into an interview.
We are speaking with Sallie Ford of the band Sallie Ford and the Sound Outside. Sallie, how did that name come about?
Oh, well, it sounds poetic, I guess.
It does.
That's the main thing. Yeah. But, you know, a couple of my band members, they're from Alaska. And in Alaska, they call the rest of the U.S. the outside.
Oh.
So maybe it's a little bit of a nod to that.
And I'm sorry that I said that I thought he was married to you.
No, that's okay.
I think I got that off I got that off Wikipedia, I think, and so we know that that is a great source of information.
Oh my gosh, I want to know if that's actually what it says. That'd be hilarious. But no, I mean, I'm 25. I don't plan on being married for a while.
Yeah. Sow some oats. And, you know, I don't know what to say to that except, you know, sow some oats. Gosh, I feel like I'm your dad telling you, and go out and see the world and plant a tree. I don't know. Anyway, I guess I'm kind of a little bit stammering because I looked at your album cover and I saw the boobs.
I know, yeah. You know, actually, the other day I was shopping at my neighborhood record store for Record Store Day.
And you've got a bunch of great neighborhood record stores, by the way, in Portland.
I do, yeah. I was over at Music Millennium, and then I heard this guy behind me say, "Oh, look, this record has boobs on it." And then I whipped my head around, and indeed, it was my record. I didn't say it, I just kind of chuckled to myself. And then, yeah, they were talking about wanting to buy it.
What?
And it happened to be 422, which is funny, and you could tell maybe they were under the effects of that as well.
Oh, it was 4:22 in the afternoon, yes. That might have an effect. But
no, but 420. It was 420 the date, though.
Oh!
It fell on 420 the date, and it was Earth Day. It was a great day.
Oh, my gosh. Wow, all those planets aligned on the same moment.
Totally.
Well, those are some wonderful breasts.
Oh, thanks. I wish I could say they were mine, but they're not. Mine are going to be on the next one, you know?
Oh, yay! Can't wait for that album.
But that's my number one question I get asked, probably, since I put that out.
Are those yours?
Yeah, they always ask me that.
And then you said you're a Seinfeld fan, so are they real?
Nice. I love Seinfeld.
They're real and they're fabulous. Is, I guess, what the answer would be. But yeah, that's a very interesting cover because she's got that. What do you call that? It's a skull of a
bull.
A bull.
I think, or like not a bull, a cow skull, I believe.
Oh, okay. And it's on top of the girl. That is a bizarre photo. Were you there during the photo shooting?
I was not. No, it was actually this woman in the Midwest. We liked her stuff, her photography, and we had a concept that we wanted to do, and yeah, she did it. And I think, yeah, for me, it just kind of represents like a powerful woman, and yeah, it doesn't necessarily, I mean, she is pretty sexy, but it doesn't have to mean that exactly, you know. Nudity doesn't have to be about being inappropriate. It can be something beautiful and comfortable and confident and powerful. So I think, yeah, it's something that the U.S. is not so comfortable with still.
if I had a good body, I'd be naked all the time. I would just wear a little hat.
Well, in Portland, it's legal for people to just be naked, and there's like naked bike rides and stuff.
Oh,
I'm surprised there hasn't been a Portlandia episode about that. Yeah, because once a year, it's probably in like a few months or maybe sooner, a bunch of people will ride around naked together on bikes.
Crazy.
I know. And there's like a little nude beach somewhere in Portland. Pretty crazy. Yeah, because I guess it's like as long as you don't have the intent of arousing people, you can do whatever you want.
Wow.
Yeah.
I missed out on all this.
Yeah, really? Oh, I guess it was kind of cold and raining, and no one's going to be like out naked enjoying their rights as a Portlander.
Oh, man. And you've got all that great beer. So after a couple of beers, I think a lot of people just get naked. So.
Yeah. Totally. Yeah, we do have really good beer and good coffee.
Oh. And I went to Backspace.
Oh, yeah?
That is an interesting place. Yeah, I had a really good mocha.
Oh, yeah. I usually just go there for like shows and stuff. At night, they had a lot of all ages shows I would go to back when I first moved here.
Wow.
Good scene for that.
Yeah, you can sit there and the stage is right by the windows and you see the train go by. It's cool.
Mm-hmm.
How did you find that big rockin' rootsy soulful sound that you guys have? I mean, I don't know. It's wondrous. The mixture.
Okay.
Is it
I think
the mixture of all of you together, or how does it come about?
Yeah, I mean, I think we're just maybe changing our influences a lot, but still just have an idea of who we are and staying true to that. I think that's like we make honest music and just try to have fun with it. And I think like in general, there's so many ties between music that you can really do a lot of different things and don't have to box yourself in so much. And I think anyway, that's like kind of the trend these days is that bands kind of do cross-genre music. Like they'll say they're a hybrid of two things, and I mean, why even do that? It's just like you can do whatever, and still it doesn't have to sound like completely different from each other. It's just like music already, there's a lot of crossovers, like I said.
And you have Ford Tennis on drums, Tyler Tornfit on bass, and Jeffrey Munger on guitar.
Uh-huh.
And Tyler sometimes plays an upright bass, doesn't he?
Yeah. He grew up, his family, played classical music a lot, so he played classical bass and then went to school in Portland for a little while to do jazz bass. So he's kind of more from that type of bass, which a lot of people assume that a stand-up bass means kind of like rockabilly, but he doesn't really play that style.
Yeah.
Like slap bass or anything, so.
And then the effects Jeffrey uses on the guitar, they work great along with your voice. It's just an awesome mix.
Oh, thank you, yeah. And I think, we like to play some cool amps and cool guitars. We're excited about that sort of stuff, so hopefully it comes across in the music. And live, I think it will keep building and more recording.
And what was that? I chopped off one of the words you just last said, sorry.
Oh, no, that's cool. I just said I hope we can keep recording more records.
Me too.
That's the best part.
Me too, because there's some great... In fact, let's play a song called They Told Me. This is off the latest Sallie Ford and the Sound Outside album called Untamed Beast. And,
cool.
And after looking at the album cover, you're going to want to say Untamed Breasts. No, they're... Because they're so similar, the two words, beast, breast, they have just one letter missing.
I hadn't thought about that.
They're completely different things, though, I think.